Hi, this is Christina of A Reader of Fictions, and this is On My New Arrivals shelf, where I'm going to share with you all of the amazing things that I got this past week. And I got quite a few things from an assortment of places. Um, First off, I got from Goodreads First Read. First Reads, I've had really good luck recently, and this time I got The Absolutist by John Boyne. And I've heard really good things about his first book, which was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And this one's about war, and it sounds really up my alley and really good. So, yeah, very excited to have won that. And I also, these next four are all from one giveaway that I won. I don't think I even had that many entries. And it's from one of my wonderful, wonderful blogger friends, Katie at Book Girl. She is awesome. And she was super excited for me to tell me that I won. Two of them I'm actually going to be, well, one of them, this first one, I'm trading with another blogger because I read it and it wasn't my cup of mermaid. And so that's Of Poseidon by Anna Banks. So this one I am not keeping, but I'm still very thankful to have won this Fierce Reads package, which is Macmillan? Yes, Macmillan. So I'm very excited about this package as a whole, even though I'm not keeping all of the books to myself. But they're all going to go to readers who will enjoy them, and yes. So Struck by Jennifer Bosworth. And this one I'm going to be giving away in Dystopian August because, again, it wasn't something I'll ever read again. But still, I'm so thankful to Katie, and she is amazing. And you should definitely check out Book Girl. She has such insightful reviews, and she's very analytical. They're long, like mine, and I always love reading her reviews, and I very much trust her opinions. I also got Monument 14, and I did read and like this one, so I'm going to hold on to it for the moment. In case I read book 2, I might want to flip back through the end of book 1. And also this cover looks really cool in person. And the one that I'm really, really super excited about from this package is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which I read and rated. It was definitely, I think it was somewhere from a 4 to a 5. I can't really remember. But either way, I really, really enjoyed it. She does character really well, and this is a good example of how you do a love triangle. Love triangles mostly irritate me, but I don't hate them in general. They can be done really well, and Leigh Bardugo is someone who managed to do love triangles well. And also Russianness, which is always awesome. So definitely read that one if you haven't, and thank you again, Katie. And I was gifted from a friend down here The Wild Party, which is a poem by Joseph Moncur March, who I've never heard of. That's probably why it's called the Lost Classic, because no one's heard of it. But it's got drawings by Art Spiegelman, who you might know better as the artist and author of Maus, and which is that graphic novel about the Holocaust. And I just want to read a brief little line here at the beginning, which is just his Art Spiegelman's introduction. And he says, "It was the spine that grabbed me. I'm like a drunk who is as attracted to bottles and their labels as to the liquid within. I mean, once I even bought a cookbook. A cookbook! Because of its binding. I get the same pleasure from used bookstores that an alcoholic finds in bars." Perfect, right? That pretty much sums up being obsessed with reading. This is how I feel about books, and I knew I had to read this, and so my friend was nice enough to give it to me. So, and I also did a trade with KM, or Katie is her name, but she goes by KM on her blog. One page at a time we traded. We might trade a couple more in the future, but for now we just traded 2 for 2. I sent her 2 of my Cassandra Clare books, which I've decided I'm not going to hold on to any longer, and she sent me Dash and Lily's Book of Dares and by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan. I have heard great things about this one from a friend who's read it and who has pretty similar YA tastes, and I didn't like their first team up. I tried to read the one that was made into a movie, but I didn't. No, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, but that one wasn't for me. But I've heard this one is better and that it's a super cute Christmas story. So very excited about this one. And I also got Darkness Falls, which by Kate Tiernan, which is the second book in the Immortal Beloved series. I read Immortal Beloved. I actually hated it for like the first half, but I kept going, and by the end I was totally caught up in its thrall. So I got the third one at BEA, and she said she had books for trade, and one of them was this one, and I was like, I have book 1 and book 3, but I don't have book 2, so it's perfect. Now I'll have to probably read the end of book 1 because I don't remember what happened completely, but very excited, and this cover is beautiful. And so thank you to both of the Katies. It was a very Katie week for me here at A Reader of Fictions, and people named Katie are apparently really cool, all of them. So check out their blogs. I'll link you up down below. Check out my reviews for the ones that I've already read and posted reviews for. And yeah, I hope you all had great weeks too, and I will totally be talking with you on my blog. Love y'all!